Hi everyone, I'm Will, the beer champion, and today we are doing a very special pairing for tacos, pizza, and beer. Pizza! The classic slice of cheese pizza, as it so happens. And this particular cheese pizza comes from our sponsor today, from Zeeks. Yeah, Zeeks Pizza, where I also happen to work. Been around since '93. They've got 20 plus locations and they've been a staple of pizza and beer in the Pacific Northwest for like 3 generations of Seattle. The first beer that I'm going to be pairing of 2 is one I have done before, but I wouldn't mind doing again. We've got here the Genesee Cream Ale. Oh yeah. It is a classic staple out of Rochester, New York. I know you don't want to miss the pour, do you? The cream ale was originally created to create with the macro lagers of the day back in the 1878 in Rochester where they opened. It's just a beautifully light and airy beer. It pairs well with pretty much any kind of bread, which is why I pair it with this slice of just classic cheese pizza. Yeah, it is, it's a very simple pairing. The bread that Zeeks uses is all made here in Seattle at a place called the Commissary. And it makes for a lovely slice. And they're only available until like 3 p.m. But man, it'll do you well. You know, light but flavorful malty beer paired with a light but flavorful slice of cheese pizza is just easy to understand. But on the more complicated note, the second beer we've got for you today comes out of here in Seattle. Hoptropic by Reubens Brewing. It's actually the house IPA of Zeeks Pizza, which is pretty cool to have a place that has a house IPA. You only really see that in places that really give a crap about craft beer and local craft beer, and Zeeks is certainly one of them. The one that I work on over at 19th and Mercer has more than a dozen taps, all of them local, bunch of cans, great growler prices, it's like $17 with the growler. Great aromatics, just a classic Northwestern IPA. As you can see, it's not a hazy. It's medium body, very floral. And that really great distinction between citrus and bitterness, but both are present. It's not nearly as light as the Genesee, but the reason it pairs well with pizza, especially this pizza, you can tell that there's care and spices in there, but the bitterness and citrus both pair and cut through the cheese. Bitterness can help cut through oil, but the citrus can also pair really well with cheesy pizza, much like you might see in the Hawaiian. Although many of you might, sniff out and throw your heads back and say, "Oh, how dare you, Hawaiian? No, it's made in Canada, something, something." Oh. That right there, that is a classic Seattle pairing. Seattle beer that people can get access to. Seattle pizza that people can get access to. And this is what beer, tacos, and pizza is all about. Food that you can get, beer that you can get, and a pairing that makes sense. And in some obnoxious nerd to tell you about why they make sense. It's me, I'm talking about me. See, beer person. Alright, well that's our pairing of the day. Cheers to everyone, and have another one on me.